Discipline is the cornerstone upon which every great achievement stands. It is not merely a trait that successful people possess, but the very foundation upon which they build their lives. Without discipline, there can be no consistency, no growth, and no path to excellence. It is the driving force that pushes individuals to go beyond their limits, to rise each time they fall, and to stay focused on their goals even when distractions threaten to pull them away. Discipline is what separates those who merely dream from those who turn their dreams into reality. When you master discipline, you master life itself. At its core, discipline is about making decisions, not based on temporary desires or fleeting emotions, but on a deeper sense of purpose and commitment. It's about understanding that every choice you make, whether big or small, has consequences. The discipline to act in accordance with your goals, even when no one is watching, is what differentiates the successful from the mediocre. The most successful people do not achieve their results by accident. They have made a conscious choice to control their actions, their thoughts, and their behaviors in a way that aligns with their highest ambitions. This commitment to self-control and personal integrity forms the foundation of their success. One of the most powerful aspects of discipline is its ability to create a sense of consistency in our lives. Success is not a random event, nor is it a single act of brilliance. It is the result of consistent effort over time. Each day, each decision, each action is a building block that contributes to the larger picture of success. Discipline forces us to show up, even when we don't feel like it. It makes us push forward when the going gets tough, and it drives us to perform at our best, even in the face of adversity. It's easy to quit when things are hard, but discipline teaches us that it is in those moments of struggle that we build our true strength. Discipline also brings clarity and focus. In a world filled with constant distractions, it is easy to lose sight of what truly matters. Without discipline, it becomes easy to get sidetracked by fleeting desires, chasing after things that do not serve our greater purpose. Discipline, however, helps us stay focused on our long-term vision. It teaches us to prioritize our time, energy, and resources toward the things that will move us closer to our goals. When we practice discipline, we are no longer at the mercy of our impulses. Instead, we become the masters of our own choices. Moreover, discipline is a tool that allows us to harness the power of our minds. Our thoughts are powerful, but without discipline, they can also be scattered and unfocused. Discipline allows us to direct our thoughts in a way that aligns with our intentions and desires. It allows us to create a mental environment that supports success, rather than one that breeds doubt and distraction. With disciplined thinking, we can overcome negative patterns and thoughts that hold us back and replace them with empowering beliefs that propel us forward. The benefits of discipline extend beyond our individual goals and achievements. As we build discipline in ourselves, we also develop the ability to influence those around us. People are naturally drawn to those who exude self-control and determination. Discipline is contagious. When others see our commitment to personal growth and our ability to stay the course, they too are inspired to adopt these traits in their own lives. This creates a ripple effect, where the power of discipline is not only transforming our own lives, but also the lives of those we interact with. Discipline is the silent force behind every success story. It is the quality that allows ordinary individuals to achieve extraordinary things. It is what drives athletes to break records, entrepreneurs to build empires, and artists to create masterpieces. And while it may be difficult at times, it is also the one thing that guarantees success. Without discipline, even the greatest potential is wasted. But with discipline, there are no limits. Mastering discipline means mastering life itself, for it is through discipline that we unlock our true potential and transform our dreams into tangible, lasting success. Discipline is not a skill that comes naturally to everyone. It is, instead, a habit that must be cultivated, nurtured, and developed over time. It's easy to talk about discipline, but far harder to live it. The path to mastering discipline is paved with challenges, temptations, and countless moments when you will want to quit. But the truth is, discipline is not something that comes from external forces. It comes from within. It starts with a decision, a commitment to yourself, to show up and do the work, no matter the obstacles in your way. This commitment becomes the driving force that pushes you forward, even when your willpower wavers. It is this internal commitment that separates those who achieve greatness from those who fall short. It is not the environment that shapes you, it is the decisions you make within that define your path. To master discipline, you must first understand that it is a mindset, an unwavering belief that you can accomplish anything as long as you consistently apply effort toward it. Discipline is about training your mind to stay focused on your goals, regardless of how much easier it would be to succumb to distractions. It's about having the mental fortitude to press on, even when you feel like giving up. When you develop this mindset, you no longer wait for motivation to come to you. Instead, you take control and create your own motivation through your actions. Discipline teaches you to be proactive in your life, not reactive. It teaches you to anticipate challenges and prepare for them, to face adversity head-on, and to persist through every setback, knowing that your goal is still attainable. The importance of discipline extends beyond the ability to accomplish immediate tasks or complete daily routines. Discipline shapes your character. It builds resilience and fortitude in the face of adversity. When you cultivate discipline, you are not just mastering the art of doing the right things at the right time, you are also developing the ability to withstand life's hardships. Life is full of obstacles, and the way we handle them often determines our success. Discipline ensures that you do not shy away from challenges, but rather rise to meet them with strength and determination. When setbacks occur, as they inevitably will, discipline helps you persevere through the pain, disappointment, and discouragement. It transforms your mindset from one of helplessness to one of control. Discipline teaches you that no matter what life throws at you, you have the power to rise above it. In every area of life, consistency is key. Whether it's in your personal life, professional endeavors, or relationships, consistency is what leads to growth and progress. Discipline is the force that creates consistency. It's easy to take action when you're motivated, when the conditions are perfect, and when everything aligns. But true discipline shines through when the situation is not ideal. It's in those moments when you'd rather rest, procrastinate, or give up that discipline calls you to action. The secret to long-term success is not the ability to perform at your best once in a while. It is the ability to perform consistently, day in and day out. By committing to the process and making disciplined choices, you build habits that become second nature. These habits stack over time, creating compounding results that can lead to extraordinary achievements. The idea of consistency may sound simple, but it requires immense dedication and the capacity to withstand fatigue and frustration. Many people fail because they give up after a few attempts, believing that their effort has been in vain. However, discipline teaches us that results are not always immediately visible. Often, the rewards of disciplined effort are hidden beneath the surface, slowly accumulating in the background. It is only after consistent effort over time that we begin to see the fruits of our labor. Like a sculptor chiseling away at a block of marble, each small action, each moment of discipline brings you closer to the masterpiece of your life. The results may not always be instantaneous, but with each disciplined choice, you are shaping your future and carving out a path toward success. The ability to master your own mind and maintain disciplined thought patterns is a critical aspect of achieving success. Your mind is constantly at work, and the quality of your thoughts shapes the quality of your actions. Undisciplined thoughts lead to undisciplined actions, which leads to undisciplined results. The power of disciplined thinking lies in its ability to focus and direct your energy toward productive outcomes. When you control your thoughts, you gain control over your life. The most successful individuals have mastered the ability to channel their thoughts, aligning them with their purpose and vision. They do not allow negative or distracting thoughts to dictate their actions. Instead, they focus on what is within their control, their attitudes, beliefs, and responses to external circumstances. Mastering disciplined thought is a conscious practice. It involves regularly evaluating and challenging the thoughts that come into your mind. It requires you to replace negative or unproductive thoughts with positive and empowering beliefs. For example, when faced with failure, instead of allowing yourself to dwell on the setback, discipline teaches you to view it as an opportunity to learn and grow. Your thoughts shape your emotions, and your emotions shape your actions. By disciplining your thoughts, you can create a mental environment that fosters success rather than one that breeds doubt and hesitation. The more you practice disciplined thinking, the more you develop an inner strength that propels you forward. Discipline, though a personal journey, has far-reaching effects on others as well. When you embrace discipline, you naturally inspire those around you. People are drawn to individuals who consistently demonstrate self-control and determination. Your discipline becomes a beacon of strength, encouraging others to follow suit. Whether in a professional setting or within your personal relationships, disciplined behavior instills trust, respect, and admiration. It shows others that you can be relied upon, that your word is solid, and that your actions match your intentions. Discipline creates a ripple effect, extending its influence beyond yourself to those you interact with. As you grow in discipline, you help those around you grow as well. Together, you create an environment where discipline is the standard, not the exception, elevating everyone involved to higher levels of success. Discipline, when fully embraced, has the power to transform not just individual lives, but entire communities and organizations. It is the invisible force that drives progress, inspires excellence, and creates lasting change. When you master discipline, you not only master your own life, but you also unlock the potential to inspire and lead others toward greatness. In the end, it is not just the individual who benefits from discipline, but the collective. Through discipline, we can create a world where personal integrity, focus, and consistent effort are valued above all else. Mastering discipline is an ongoing journey, one that requires constant self-reflection, self-improvement, and the courage to face uncomfortable truths about ourselves. It's easy to become complacent, to fall into routines that are comfortable but ultimately unproductive. True discipline demands that we challenge ourselves, step outside of our comfort zones, and confront the habits that hold us back. This often involves making difficult decisions to say no to short-term pleasures, to resist distractions, and to choose what is best for our long-term goals, even when it's inconvenient. It means making sacrifices that others may not understand, but knowing deep down that these sacrifices are the building blocks of a future that is far more rewarding. One of the most important aspects of mastering discipline is the ability to endure discomfort. Growth and progress rarely happen in the comfort zone. To achieve something extraordinary, you must be willing to step into the unknown and embrace the discomfort that comes with it. Whether it's waking up early to work on your goals, pushing yourself physically or mentally beyond your limits, or resisting temptations that would derail your progress, discipline is about learning to thrive in discomfort. It's easy to quit when things get tough, but discipline teaches us that it's precisely in those moments of struggle that our greatest growth occurs. Every moment of discomfort is an opportunity to strengthen our resolve and sharpen our focus. The more we lean into discomfort, the stronger we become, and the more capable we are of achieving our goals. Discipline is also about maintaining a high standard for yourself and never settling for mediocrity. Too often, people settle for less than they are capable of achieving, content to do just enough to get by. This mindset is the enemy of greatness. Discipline pushes you to raise your standards, to hold yourself accountable for every action and decision. It means doing the work even when no one is watching, and going the extra mile even when it feels like there's no immediate reward. The true test of discipline is not how you perform when the spotlight is on you, but how you show up when the world is unaware. It's about the effort you put in when no one is applauding, when the results aren't immediately visible, and when it feels like you're working in vain. Discipline requires that you hold yourself to the highest standard, regardless of external circumstances, because you know that success is built on doing the little things right, over and over again. True discipline requires that we continually seek to improve ourselves. It's not enough to simply maintain the habits we have now. We must constantly strive for better, for more, for deeper mastery. This is where the importance of self-assessment comes in. Regularly reflecting on our actions, thoughts, and progress allows us to identify areas for improvement and adjust our strategies accordingly. Self-discipline is a feedback loop. The more disciplined we become, the better we are at recognizing areas where we can grow, and the more we grow, the stronger our discipline becomes. It's a cycle of continuous improvement that leads to greater success over time. When we commit to ongoing personal development, we are not just improving our skills or knowledge, we are strengthening our discipline, making it easier to maintain focus and consistency in all areas of life. This commitment to improvement ensures that discipline never becomes stagnant but evolves and adapts as we move forward. Discipline is also about having the courage to stay committed to your goals in the face of criticism, doubt, and negativity. There will always be naysayers, people who tell you that what you're doing is too difficult or that it's not worth the effort. These external voices can be powerful, but they should never sway your commitment to your discipline. It's easy to be swayed by the opinions of others, to second-guess your choices, or to let fear hold you back. However, discipline is about trusting in your own abilities, staying true to your path, and pushing forward despite the noise. It's about trusting the process, knowing that every disciplined action you take brings you closer to the realization of your vision, even if it takes time. Critics will always be present, but it's the disciplined individual who stays the course, continuing to move forward even when faced with adversity or discouragement. This is what truly sets apart those who achieve greatness from those who fall short. They have the unwavering discipline to push through the hardest times, trusting in the value of their efforts and the strength of their commitment. Ultimately, discipline is the key that unlocks the door to personal mastery and achievement. It is the silent force that operates behind every successful individual's life, shaping their decisions, their actions, and their results. Without discipline, there is no structure, no consistency, and no ability to turn potential into reality. It's easy to get distracted by the noise of the world, to follow the path of least resistance, but true success demands that we maintain focus, that we make choices that align with our highest aspirations. Discipline is not about living a life of rigidity or denial. Rather, it is about consciously choosing to create a life that is aligned with your values, your vision, and your purpose. When you master discipline, you gain control over your life, your choices, and your destiny. It is the one trait that guarantees you will continue to grow, evolve, and ultimately achieve everything you set out to accomplish. Through discipline, you can transform your dreams into reality, and you can become the person you were always meant to be. One of the key components of mastering discipline is learning how to balance the demands of everyday life with your long-term goals. Often people fail to achieve their dreams because they become overwhelmed by the pressures and responsibilities of daily living. Work, family, social obligations, and countless other distractions can easily pull you away from your true purpose. However, discipline requires that you learn how to prioritize, structure, and manage your time in a way that keeps your focus on what matters most. It's not about being perfect, but about making intentional choices that align with your goals. Each day is a new opportunity to decide how you will use your time. Mastering discipline means understanding that every moment is precious and should be spent with purpose, even in the face of daily challenges. By learning to structure your time effectively, you not only create the space for productivity, but also reduce the stress and chaos that can easily come with juggling multiple responsibilities. Discipline helps you navigate the complexities of life while staying grounded in your ultimate vision. Discipline is also closely tied to the ability to delay gratification. In today's world, instant gratification is a constant temptation. With the click of a button, we can access entertainment, food, and comforts that used to require effort and time. However, true discipline requires the ability to resist the lure of immediate rewards in favor of long-term gains. This is perhaps one of the hardest aspects of discipline for many people to master. It requires a deep understanding of your goals and a willingness to sacrifice temporary pleasures for lasting fulfillment. For instance, instead of indulging in distractions like social media or watching TV, a disciplined person chooses to focus on tasks that align with their higher objectives. Delaying gratification can be difficult, especially when the payoff seems distant. but it is essential for achieving significant success. Every moment of resistance to temptation strengthens your willpower, builds your character, and brings you closer to your ultimate goals. The ability to delay gratification is a hallmark of disciplined individuals and is what allows them to continue pushing forward even when the rewards seem far off. Equally important is the role of self-compassion in maintaining discipline. Discipline can often be associated with harsh self-criticism or an unrelenting drive to push harder and achieve more. While persistence is necessary, it is equally important to show yourself kindness and understanding when setbacks occur. Discipline doesn't mean you never stumble, fall, or experience moments of weakness. Instead, it means that you have the ability to get back on track when things go wrong. Self-compassion is about recognizing that you are human, that mistakes and challenges are part of the process, and that they do not define your worth or your ability to succeed. This balance of discipline and self-compassion is key to sustaining motivation over the long haul. If you are too hard on yourself when you fail, it can lead to burnout, frustration, and self-doubt. On the other hand, being overly lenient with yourself can erode your discipline and make it harder to stay focused on your goals. The true power of discipline lies in your ability to maintain a positive, determined attitude while also being gentle with yourself when you face challenges. This combination allows you to stay grounded, motivated, and persistent as you continue working toward success. Another important aspect of discipline is the willingness to embrace discomfort and failure as part of the growth process. It's easy to associate discipline with only positive results, the notion that disciplined people always succeed. However, true discipline means understanding that failure is not a permanent state, but a stepping stone toward success. It's in the moments of failure that you learn the most valuable lessons about yourself and your journey. Embracing failure as a necessary part of the process allows you to develop resilience, adapt your strategies, and refine your approach. Disciplined individuals don't avoid failure. They face it head-on, learn from it, and use it as fuel to continue pushing forward. They don't let setbacks define them, but instead they see them as opportunities for improvement. This mindset shift is what ultimately separates those who achieve success from those who give up after a failure. Discipline in this sense is about having the courage to keep going even when things don't go according to plan, knowing that each failure brings you closer to your goals. The impact of discipline reaches far beyond individual success. It influences the environment around you. When you embody discipline in your actions, you become a source of inspiration and influence to others. Your ability to stay focused, stay committed, and rise above challenges can inspire those around you to do the same. Whether in a professional setting, a family dynamic, or a community, disciplined individuals set the standard for what is possible. Discipline becomes contagious. It encourages others to adopt similar habits and mindsets, creating a ripple effect that fosters a culture of excellence. This is why leadership is often described as the ability to influence and inspire others. Discipline, by its very nature, attracts respect, admiration, and trust. People are naturally drawn to those who demonstrate self-control and consistency, and they will often follow the example set by those who lead with discipline. In this way, discipline not only transforms your own life, but also elevates the lives of those around you, fostering a sense of collective achievement and progress. Through your disciplined actions, you inspire others to pursue their goals with the same focus and determination, creating a cycle of success that benefits everyone involved. In conclusion, discipline is the most powerful tool at your disposal to unlock your true potential. It is not an innate quality, but a learned habit that can be cultivated through intentional effort, self-reflection, and practice. Mastering discipline requires the ability to focus on long-term goals, the strength to resist short-term temptations, and the perseverance to keep going in the face of challenges. But discipline also means showing yourself compassion, understanding that setbacks are part of the process, and using failure as a stepping stone to growth. It's about creating a mindset that allows you to consistently take action, even when the results aren't immediately visible. When you embrace discipline, you unlock the ability to turn your dreams into reality and achieve the success you desire. It is the one quality that can carry you through any challenge, any obstacle, and any adversity. With discipline, you can achieve greatness not just for yourself, but for those around you, creating a life of purpose, fulfillment, and lasting impact. One of the greatest benefits of mastering discipline is its ability to instill a sense of purpose in your life. Without discipline, life can feel chaotic, directionless, and lacking in meaning. Discipline, however, provides structure and clarity. It allows you to identify what truly matters to you and align your daily actions with your long-term goals and values. When you live with discipline, every choice you make is a conscious decision that supports your higher purpose. It forces you to prioritize what is important, even when other distractions try to pull you away. The discipline to stick to your goals, despite challenges and obstacles, creates a sense of fulfillment that comes from knowing you are consistently moving toward something greater. Each disciplined action becomes a step on the journey toward your ultimate vision, helping you stay focused on what truly matters rather than being swayed by short-term temptations or superficial pursuits. In this way, discipline acts as a guide, a constant reminder of the purpose that drives you and the reason why your efforts are worth the struggle. Discipline also has the power to transform your relationship with time. Most people complain about not having enough time, but the truth is that time is the most equal resource we all have. Everyone has the same 24 hours in a day. The difference lies in how we choose to use that time. Discipline teaches you to manage your time effectively, making sure you are investing it in activities that bring you closer to your goals. It means eliminating time-wasting habits such as procrastination and replacing them with purposeful actions that move you forward. Discipline is about recognizing that time is your most valuable asset and choosing to use it wisely. It helps you create routines that allow you to accomplish more in less time, freeing you to focus on what matters most. Time management is not just about scheduling tasks, but about cultivating the discipline to stay focused and avoid distractions, even when the temptation to waste time is strong. When you master discipline, you become the master of your time, and as a result, you unlock the ability to achieve more than you ever thought possible. Moreover, discipline is closely linked to the power of consistency. Success is rarely the result of one big breakthrough moment. It's the product of consistent, focused effort over time. Discipline is what enables you to show up day after day, to put in the work even when you don't feel like it, and to stay committed to the process even when the results aren't immediate. The key to long-term success is consistency. It's easy to be motivated in the beginning, when everything feels fresh and exciting. But real discipline shows up in the quieter moments, when the novelty has worn off and when it's no longer easy or glamorous to continue. It's about pushing through the resistance and staying dedicated to your purpose. Each day you maintain your discipline, you are laying the foundation for greater success in the future. In the same way that compound interest builds over time, small, consistent actions, when repeated day after day, lead to massive results. Discipline ensures that you continue to show up and put in the effort, no matter how difficult or mundane the task may seem. Over time, this consistency pays off in ways you might not even expect. Additionally, discipline strengthens your ability to set and achieve long-term goals. Many people are good at starting projects or setting intentions, but they often struggle to follow through. This is where discipline becomes a game changer. Discipline is the ability to stay committed to your goals, even when obstacles arise, even when motivation fades, and even when you encounter setbacks. It's about sticking to your plan, regardless of how difficult or tedious the process may seem. One of the biggest challenges people face is the temptation to abandon their goals when progress seems slow or when they face failure. Discipline, however, teaches you to view failure not as an end, but as a part of the process. It helps you stay focused on your ultimate vision and reminds you that success is often the result of persistence rather than perfection. When you set long-term goals and back them up with disciplined effort, you create a roadmap for success. Every day of consistent action brings you closer to those goals, no matter how far away they may seem. Discipline ensures that your dreams don't remain dreams but become tangible realities, achieved through steady, committed work. Discipline is also a powerful tool in maintaining mental and emotional stability. In a world full of distractions and emotional turmoil, it can be easy to lose focus, become overwhelmed by negative emotions, or get caught up in the chaos of everyday life. Discipline, however, acts as an anchor, keeping you grounded and focused on what truly matters. It helps you build mental toughness, allowing you to stay calm under pressure, think clearly in moments of stress, and make decisions that align with your goals rather than reacting impulsively to fleeting emotions. Emotional discipline, in particular, is crucial in navigating life's ups and downs. It's about not letting your emotions dictate your actions, but instead learning to respond with wisdom and composure. When you practice emotional discipline, you can maintain a sense of inner peace and clarity, even in the midst of turmoil. It allows you to stay in control of your thoughts, emotions, and actions, ensuring that you don't make decisions based on temporary feelings or external influences. Through discipline, you develop the emotional resilience needed to face challenges with strength and grace, helping you stay focused on your goals no matter what life throws your way. In addition to personal growth, discipline plays a crucial role in fostering success in professional and academic endeavors. It's easy to become distracted by the many demands of work or school, but discipline ensures that you maintain the focus and consistency needed to excel. Whether you are striving for a promotion, working on a big project, or pursuing academic excellence, discipline is what drives you to put in the necessary effort day after day. It means dedicating yourself to the work, even when you'd rather be doing something else, and going above and beyond what is expected. Discipline in a professional setting means meeting deadlines, producing high-quality work, and being reliable in every task you take on. It also involves maintaining a strong work ethic, consistently putting forth your best effort, and pushing yourself to achieve more. By maintaining discipline in your work or studies, you set yourself apart from others and create a reputation for excellence that can open doors to new opportunities and greater success. Discipline in the workplace or in academic settings doesn't just lead to better results. It builds credibility, trust, and respect, all of which are essential for long-term success and growth. Finally, the true power of discipline lies in its ability to change your identity. The more disciplined you become, the more you start to see yourself as a disciplined person, and this identity shift has a profound impact on your behavior. Instead of seeing discipline as something you have to force yourself to do, it becomes part of who you are. When discipline becomes ingrained in your identity, it is no longer something you struggle with or resist. It is something that comes naturally to you. This transformation is key to long-term success because it allows you to consistently take actions that align with your goals without the constant need for motivation or willpower. You begin to think of yourself as someone who is disciplined, and as a result, your actions reflect that belief. This shift in identity creates a virtuous cycle. The more disciplined you become, the more confident you grow in your ability to achieve your goals. And the more you believe in your ability to succeed, the more disciplined you become. Through discipline, you are not just changing your habits, you are changing the way you see yourself, unlocking the power to accomplish anything you set your mind to. Discipline is fundamentally tied to the idea of progress. Without it, your growth can stall, and you can quickly find yourself stuck in a cycle of inactivity. Discipline helps break that cycle by ensuring that you are always moving forward, no matter how small the step. It compels you to take consistent action, which, over time, leads to significant progress. While it's easy to fall into the trap of waiting for motivation or inspiration to strike, discipline requires you to act even when those feelings are absent. This is the essence of long-term success, showing up, putting in the work, and trusting that over time results will follow. Even on the days when motivation is low, discipline is the force that pushes you to keep going, to keep moving forward, regardless of the obstacles in your way. Progress is often incremental, not immediate, and discipline ensures that these small steps accumulate, leading to larger breakthroughs. It's in this quiet, persistent progress that the foundation for success is built. Discipline allows you to trust the process and understand that every effort you put forth, no matter how small, is a step closer to where you want to be. In addition to progress, discipline is the cornerstone of self-mastery. It gives you the power to take control of your own life and make decisions that align with your highest values and aspirations. Without discipline, it's easy to be swayed by external influences or to succumb to momentary desires. Discipline requires a level of self-awareness and self-control that allows you to make decisions not based on immediate gratification, but on what will benefit you in the long run. Self-mastery is about understanding your strengths, weaknesses, and patterns of behavior, and then using that knowledge to make better choices. It's about setting boundaries, sticking to your commitments, and continuously working to improve yourself. When you master discipline, you also master yourself. You begin to shape your actions based on your highest potential rather than reacting to external circumstances. This level of control over your own life is incredibly empowering. It allows you to take ownership of your decisions, which in turn helps you create the life you desire. Discipline fuels this self-mastery by ensuring that you stay on track, even when the world around you may try to pull you off course. Another significant benefit of discipline is that it helps you develop a sense of confidence. The more disciplined you become, the more you prove to yourself that you are capable of achieving your goals. Confidence is not built overnight, and it is not something that simply appears when you feel good about yourself. True confidence comes from consistently following through on your commitments, even when it's difficult. It's the quiet, steady confidence that arises from knowing that you can rely on yourself, that you can do the work required to reach your goals, and that you are capable of overcoming challenges along the way. Discipline builds this confidence by helping you stay focused and consistent in the pursuit of your dreams. Each time you follow through on your commitments, you reinforce your belief in your own abilities. It's through this ongoing process of discipline that you develop the inner strength and conviction needed to keep moving forward, no matter what obstacles come your way. Confidence, like discipline, is something that grows over time, built by the small but steady victories you achieve as you continue to work towards your goals. With discipline, you not only build the results you desire, but you also strengthen your belief in your own capacity for success. Discipline also plays a critical role in your ability to stay resilient in the face of adversity. Life is unpredictable, and challenges will inevitably arise. Whether it's personal setbacks, professional obstacles, or emotional struggles, the ability to stay disciplined in the face of adversity is what allows you to push through difficult times. Resilience is not about avoiding difficulty, but about responding to it with strength and determination. Discipline helps you develop that strength by teaching you to stay focused on your goals, even when everything else seems to be falling apart. When faced with challenges, discipline becomes the anchor that keeps you grounded, reminding you that setbacks are temporary and that you have the power to overcome them. Rather than giving up when things get tough, discipline empowers you to keep going, to keep working, and to keep fighting for what you want. It's in the face of adversity that discipline truly shows its value. It's what separates those who succeed from those who quit when the going gets tough. Discipline helps you maintain momentum, even when things feel difficult, by ensuring that you keep taking action no matter the circumstances. Additionally, discipline is key to developing the habit of setting and achieving realistic goals. It's not enough to have dreams and aspirations. You need the discipline to break them down into actionable steps and take consistent action toward them. Discipline helps you define what you want to achieve, then creates the structure and routine necessary to make it happen. It ensures that you don't get sidetracked by distractions or overwhelmed by the magnitude of your goals. Instead, it allows you to break them down into manageable tasks, making it easier to stay on track and keep moving forward. By setting clear goals and sticking to the plan, you build a sense of accomplishment as you check off each milestone. This progress, no matter how small, reinforces the value of discipline and motivates you to keep going. It helps you stay focused on what truly matters and avoid getting caught up in the noise and chaos that can derail your progress. Through disciplined action, your goals move from being abstract ideas to concrete realities. And with each step you take, you come closer to achieving your full potential. Furthermore, discipline is crucial in shaping your character and fostering integrity. When you commit to discipline, you commit to doing what is right, even when it's difficult or inconvenient. It's about upholding your standards and values, regardless of external pressures or temptations. Discipline helps you build the inner strength needed to maintain your integrity, ensuring that you act in alignment with your principles, even when the easier path might be to compromise. It's easy to make excuses, to take shortcuts, or to let your standards slip in the face of pressure, but discipline forces you to hold yourself accountable. It teaches you to do what is right not just when people are watching, but in every moment, regardless of the situation. This steadfast commitment to your values strengthens your character, making you someone who can be trusted and relied upon. Over time, this discipline builds an unshakable sense of self-respect and trust in your own ability to do what is right. Discipline, therefore, doesn't just shape your actions, it shapes who you are as a person, fostering the integrity that is essential for long-term success and fulfillment. Finally, discipline has the profound ability to enhance your sense of fulfillment. While many people associate success with external rewards, money, recognition, or status, the most lasting form of fulfillment comes from the satisfaction of knowing you've earned your achievements through consistent effort and dedication. The real joy in success lies in the journey, in the daily grind of doing the work, facing challenges, and pushing yourself to become better every day. Discipline ensures that you don't just achieve success, but that you earn it. And this sense of earned success brings a deeper sense of satisfaction and fulfillment. There's a unique fulfillment that comes from knowing that you stayed disciplined, that you stayed true to your goals, and that you made progress even when it wasn't easy. This intrinsic sense of fulfillment is far more lasting and meaningful than any external reward. It's the fulfillment that comes from the growth, the progress, and the personal development that discipline facilitates. When you master discipline, you unlock a deeper sense of satisfaction that no external validation can provide, because you know that you have created your own success step by step through unwavering dedication and commitment. Discipline also plays a crucial role in fostering a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. This mindset is vital for success, as it helps you view challenges as opportunities for learning rather than as insurmountable obstacles. Discipline reinforces this mindset by ensuring that you stay committed to growth, even in the face of adversity. When you are disciplined, you continue to push yourself to improve, even when you face setbacks or experience failure. Rather than allowing failure to discourage you, discipline enables you to treat each challenge as an opportunity to learn, adapt, and refine your skills. A growth mindset supported by discipline empowers you to embrace discomfort and difficulty, knowing that they are essential for personal and professional development. Instead of shying away from hard work or challenges, you begin to seek them out, understanding that every effort you put forth brings you closer to mastery. The combination of discipline and a growth mindset transforms failure into a stepping stone rather than a roadblock, and it cultivates a deep belief that success is achievable through consistent effort and perseverance. Along with the growth mindset, discipline enhances your ability to build positive habits that support long-term success. Habits are the foundation of behavior, and disciplined people understand the importance of forming habits that align with their goals. Rather than relying on motivation alone, which can be fleeting and unreliable, discipline enables you to create routines and systems that make success inevitable. Successful people know that small, consistent actions, when repeated over time, lead to big results. Discipline ensures that you stay committed to the habits that drive progress, whether it's setting aside time each day to work on your goals, eating healthy, or staying focused on personal development. These habits become second nature, ingrained in your daily routine, and eventually contribute to your overall success. By practicing discipline, you avoid the temptation of instant gratification and instead prioritize the habits that bring lasting fulfillment. When your habits are aligned with your goals, Discipline makes it easier to stick to them, ensuring that you continue to progress, even on the days when motivation is lacking. In this way, discipline shapes your behavior, creating a strong foundation for long-term achievement and growth. Discipline is also an essential aspect of developing resilience in the face of challenges. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks and keep moving forward, and discipline is what gives you the strength to keep going when things get tough. Life is full of obstacles, and success is not linear. There will be moments of doubt, difficulty, and frustration. Without discipline, it is easy to succumb to these challenges and give up. Discipline, however, keeps you moving forward even when the path is difficult. It ensures that you stay focused on your goals, despite the setbacks, and continue to put in the effort, no matter how challenging the situation may be. Discipline teaches you to persevere, to stay committed, and to keep striving for progress, even when things seem uncertain. Resilience, therefore, is not just about bouncing back from failure, but about using discipline to stay on course and remain focused on your ultimate vision. The more disciplined you become, the stronger your resilience grows, as you develop the mental toughness necessary to face adversity with determination and strength. Discipline is also essential for creating a balanced life. In today's world, it's easy to get caught up in one area of life, whether it's work, relationships, or personal pursuits, at the expense of other important aspects. Discipline, however, helps you prioritize and allocate time to all areas of your life, ensuring that none are neglected. Whether it's maintaining a healthy lifestyle, nurturing relationships, or pursuing personal growth, discipline encourages you to give attention to each of these aspects consistently. By sticking to a disciplined routine, you ensure that you are taking care of your mental, physical, emotional, and social well-being. It's through discipline that you are able to create a sense of harmony and avoid becoming consumed by one area of life. For example, disciplined habits like exercising regularly, meditating, or setting aside quality time for family can foster better physical health, mental clarity, and stronger connections with loved ones. Discipline ensures that you strike a balance between work and life, and between the pursuit of personal goals and the care for the relationships that matter most. When your life is balanced, you become more effective in every area, leading to greater satisfaction and success overall. Discipline also fosters the power of focus, a critical skill in a world full of distractions. We are constantly bombarded by information, technology, and demands on our time, making it difficult to stay focused on what truly matters. Discipline trains you to shut out distractions, to concentrate on the task at hand, and to stay committed to your priorities. Whether it's completing a work project, studying for an exam, or pursuing a personal hobby, discipline helps you focus your energy and attention on the things that will bring you closer to your goals. When you are disciplined, you are able to resist the temptation to multitask or give in to distractions, which often lead to diminished productivity and results. Focus, supported by discipline, allows you to give your full attention to the work in front of you, enabling you to perform at a higher level and achieve better results. It's through sustained focus that you are able to move from one milestone to the next, and it's discipline that ensures you stay on track, even when the distractions seem overwhelming. The ability to focus deeply is a key differentiator between those who achieve extraordinary success and those who struggle to make progress. Finally, discipline has the power to build lasting relationships by cultivating qualities such as trust, reliability, and consistency. In both personal and professional relationships, trust is essential. People want to rely on others who are dependable, consistent, and who follow through on their promises. Discipline makes you someone others can count on. It ensures that you show up when you say you will, that you meet deadlines, and that you honor your commitments, no matter how small. This reliability, rooted in discipline, strengthens relationships and fosters a sense of respect and loyalty. In a world where it's easy to make empty promises or fail to follow through, discipline sets you apart as someone who can be trusted. It's not just about being consistent with your actions, but about showing others that you can be counted on to do what you say you will do. This consistency builds a reputation of integrity, which is essential for deep, meaningful connections with others. Whether in business or in personal life, discipline creates a foundation of trust that allows relationships to thrive, grow, and stand the test of time. Through discipline, you not only improve your own life, but also the lives of those around you, creating a positive ripple effect of trust and reliability. Discipline is also key to developing patience, a quality that is often overlooked but essential for success. In today's fast-paced world, instant gratification is often the norm, and people expect quick results. However, true success rarely comes overnight. It requires sustained effort, consistency, and time. Discipline teaches you to embrace the process, understanding that real achievements come from long-term commitment and gradual progress. With discipline, you begin to value the journey rather than rush toward the destination. This patience is not just about waiting passively, but about staying actively engaged in your work while trusting that your efforts will eventually yield results. Patience helps you avoid the temptation to give up when things aren't progressing as quickly as you would like. Instead, discipline ensures that you continue to put in the work day after day, knowing that success is the result of cumulative effort over time. The more disciplined you are, the easier it becomes to trust the process, and the more you develop patience, allowing you to persevere even when results are slow to materialize. This quality of patience is invaluable as it allows you to stay committed to your goals and see them through, regardless of the setbacks or delays you may face. Another important aspect of discipline is how it fosters creativity. Many people mistakenly think that creativity comes only when inspiration strikes, but true creativity requires discipline. It requires setting aside time each day to work on your craft, to develop new ideas, and to refine your skills. Discipline gives you the structure to dedicate time to creativity, even when you're not feeling particularly inspired. When you're disciplined, you create the space for your mind to explore new ideas, take risks, and experiment. It is in this process of consistent effort and focus that creativity is nurtured. Without discipline, your creative potential remains dormant, as distractions and procrastination prevent you from fully engaging with the process. Discipline forces you to prioritize your creative endeavors, whether it's writing, painting, coding, or any other form of artistic expression.